Welcome to the stupid tree. Most people would never consider hunting out of this tree. It's in an area where there's nothing here. There's no food, there's barely any water, but there is two thick creek bottoms on the left and the right side of an area where it's kind of thick. I think the deer are bedding in here, and it also is kind of sort of like a transition area. But most people would drive by this area and never think twice about hunting in here. It's in the middle of nowhere, and I can't tell you how many shots have been taken out of this tree on deer, and it's just been amazing. I've shot at deer out of this tree. He shot at deer out of this tree. Our friends have shot deer out of this tree. So, and the thing is, it's so consistent that we don't even scout this area. We just come here, and nobody even thinks anything about this spot. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. I don't know how to explain it. The rut's just now kicking off here in Florida. We're on a 3-day muzzleloader hunt on public land, so I've already heard 2 shots this morning, so let's see if we can get something put together. All right, guys, I just got through filming the intro. Literally just turned the camera off. I had to turn around, and I'm free-handing it. That is a shooter buck for Florida, but I'm not gonna take that one. Looks like he's looking for a doe. Just hit stop on the record button, turned around, and that buck was standing like 45 yards from me. So I had to pull the camera or my phone out of the holder and freehand it and record him. If the footage was a little bit shaky, I apologize. Deer can pop out on you any minute or any moment in here. You can't really hear them walking around in here much, but I guess that's what we call it, the stupid tree. I got that 8-point a couple weeks ago. So if you didn't see it, check out that video, but we're gonna wait on a bigger one. My buddy Glenn's son, Jacob, is hunting with me today. He led a 5-point walk this morning. I just let that 6-point go. And I also got a notification just now that I got a spike on camera. So the bucks are definitely on their feet today. The feeding chart says that the feeding time's in about an hour, so hopefully the does will get up and start moving around, get these bucks fired up. So things are starting to look good. Jacob just shot. That's pretty cool because I just sent him a text saying keep your eyes open. Not too long after that he shot, so I should be getting the text here in just a second. All right, y'all, Jacob just gave me a call, and he did confirm that he got a good shot on that deer, so I'm gonna go ahead and get down and go help him out. All right, y'all, I just got down. Jacob just called me. He got a good shot on that deer, so I'm gonna go ahead and go help him out, but I want to show y'all the bark on this stupid tree real quick. It barely has anything on it, so we've been climbing it for years. But I'll be back here this afternoon. What's up, man?
How you doing?
Opening morning.
Finally
Let's go. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so I sat up here. Got all set up this morning. Had a little 5-point stroll in right underneath, cruised down and cut back in. About an hour later, had some does come up behind me. Strolled through, going towards that watering hole. About 5 minutes after they come strolling through, heard something moving behind me. Looked over my shoulder and had a little 8-point cruising in. He was about 80 yards, walked up, came about 40-50 yards, and got him to stop broadside. Pulled the trigger and got it done. So go find them.
So they walked up behind you here, but they crossed over?
Yeah, crossed over.
So let's I guess just go down here and go about where they crossed.
Yeah.
You hit them pretty good?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right behind the shoulder. Pretty sure I saw him fall up in this thick stuff.
All right.
All right.
Lead the way.
Yes, sir.
There's blood right here. I'm pretty sure you saw him go down. Oh yeah. Heck yeah.
Not bad. Yeah, he broke off up here.
Nice.
Looks like he's been tearing into something. He's got some. Yeah.
That's a nice one, Jacob.
Yeah. I appreciate it. He's been tearing up some trees, all right. He's got sap all over him. Good gracious.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Opening day. You can't complain about that, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't let him go.
No. No.
Congratulations,
Part,
man.
right? Thank you. Awesome.
All right.
Well, now to get them in the freezer, right?
That's right. Let's get him up out of here.
Yeah. What do you think the best way is to go that thin stuff? Probably.
Yep. All right, y'all. Going back into the stupid tree. Jacob tagged out, so I'm solo this afternoon. It's our first day, so got 2 days left. So hopefully we'll have one of these big ones come by this afternoon. It's been a couple years since we've got any big ones on the ground out here, so a couple of years ago I saw 2 really nice ones out here, so they can only be bigger, so hopefully they'll show up. Just saw a doe right there. Guys, that'll do it for the end of the night. We'll pack up and go to the truck. Headed right toward them coyotes. We came in hot.
I got the poop so bad.
I wasn't expecting that. All right, well, good luck. See you in a little bit.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good morning, y'all. It is day 2 of our public land muzzleloader hunt down here in Florida. Today's pretty special. I've got my son with me today, and that doesn't happen too often. But Jacob tagged out yesterday in a spot where I missed that buck last year. Well, he had a camera out over there, and he had about 6 or 7 different bucks. He had not checked that camera since last Sunday, and since then he's had even more bucks on camera. He did not have that 8-point on camera that he killed, but he's got 2 massive bucks on camera, one of which I think is the buck that I missed. So hopefully my son can get on one of those bucks. The temperatures are a little bit cooler than what they have been. The rut's just now kicking off, so hopefully we'll make it happen. Well, the stupid tree has not produced like I expected it to. I saw 1 6-point and I saw 3 does last night, but today I haven't seen anything. It's about 11:30. The wind has been terrible for this stand or this location, so what I might do is I might move a little bit deeper into the woods. We got to make something happen. I only got a day and a half left on this quota, so we'll see. I just had a deer come up to my left. I never heard it come up. It blew at me, and it was a super deep blow. I want to see it. See it. It's a buck. It's a buck. Should come right through here. I just had a deer sneak in, and I guess he caught my wind and blew, and as soon as it blew I knew that it was a big deer. It was real deep sounding, and I caught its tail. He had its tail up walking away, and it was a buck. I couldn't tell how big it was. I just saw it had a rack, and I thought I was gonna get a glimpse of it when it came to a shoot lane over here, but it must have walked straight away from me. But it's walking directly towards my son, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him a text and let him know that it's going that way. Now he is several hundred yards away, but you never know. y'all are probably wondering why I didn't shoot that buck. Well, where I'm hunting, you have to share the bag limit, and the bag limit is 1 buck. And I really want my son to get one of those big ones over there. And he's not but about 500 or 600 yards from me. And these bucks can cover that ground in like 5 minutes. And I'm really hoping one of these bucks go that way. That was a good one right there. Any other day, I probably would have pulled the trigger on that one. He looked like a really good 6-point for this area. First one I couldn't tell. That was definitely not the same buck. The first one was to my left, and it went on straight toward my son. This one came out of the bedding area right to my right. Now, I kind of chose this spot because it's kind of open right here in front of me where these dried up ponds are. 20 yards to my right is a really thick bedding area, and I thought that these deer would be coming out of this bedding area and coming up in here, moseying in here toward dark. But we're kind of far from dark, so I heard him in there earlier, and I hit record, and I recorded for a long time, and he stopped like 5 yards in, and I thought it might have been just pine needles on this tree beside me moving. But then it started thrashing around, and he popped out right there. So hopefully one of them bucks will get over there towards my son. Hopefully it gets one. Well, it's our last morning of our 3-day muzzleloader hunt down in Republic Land in Florida. I've seen 2 6-points, a few does, and another big buck that I couldn't really get a good look at. Lane seen a bunch of does, and he had a deer that came in on him this morning right at legal shooting light, but he couldn't tell what it was. He said it came to a scrape, and then it circled around him and headed towards another scrape. So hopefully it'll come back. Now it's got enough light to where he can see. So I don't think he's gonna hunt this evening, so hopefully he can get it done this morning. Been trying to hold some restraint and holding out so he can get a deer. If I see a good buck this morning, I might have to do it, but we'll see. But I'm really hoping he gets one this morning. Those dang turkeys come running in, and I thought it was a buck chasing a doe behind me. It got my heart racing. That's the only thing I've seen all morning. But Lane's had deer all over him over there. Just a bunch of does. But it's about 10:30. I think we're gonna give it till about 11 o'clock. So maybe a little bit longer, but we'll see. Well, what'd you see?
Not much of video from this trip.
Sure we did.
Yeah, the mystery deer had to have been a buck. I saw this one too dark to see him.
Man, you see that palmetto down there? I thought that was a deer on the side. See it? Looks just like one.
Yeah, probably should have shot the 6-point off.
That's the way it goes. What's the count?
What? How many deer?
I saw 3 bucks. You saw a bunch of does. Jacob shot 1 8-point. So all in all, we had a good trip.
I usually only see does. I don't think I've ever seen a buck over here in the past 3 years. I've not seen a buck over
You
here.
saw a big one over. Yeah, you saw a big one.
That was before I even shot that 6-point. That was like 4 years ago. The year after you killed that 10-point, I saw that one.
Well, you're right.
Next time, I'm gonna go all the way down there.
Where I told you to go?
You didn't say
Well,
to go
where
down
I missed that one.
there.
All right. Well, we had a good time.
Hopefully my hunt will see something better.
All right. Well, until next time, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video.